Mate, what is with all these NRL fantasy podcasts? They all sound the fucking same. Welcome to the Echo Chamber.
Good evening and welcome to another episode of the Echo Chamber, another fucking NRL fantasy podcast. Coming into the first proper TLT of the year, round one, pretty excited. There was something happened on the weekend, some games in Vegas. I don't really want to talk about it too much. I think we should just get straight into the team list. What do you think there, Rudley?
I think there's some really important matches.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Discuss.
Don't know what you're talking
We
about.
got to observe the favourite Wooden Spooners lose a game. Why wouldn't we talk about that?
Eddie, this guy's talking shit. How are you, mate?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Fuck, I'm fucking pissed off that Fomani didn't get the fucking DPP. I thought he would, and I was fuck.
Yeah, big
And I
swing
picked
miss.
too. Fuck.
Yeah.
But that's all right. There's replacement options, and we'll talk about them today, no doubt.
We certainly will. We'll go through this team list. We'll get sorted. We will touch tiny briefly on the Vegas games. There was two of them. The Cowboys were shit, and they deserved to lose to a much better Knights team. They looked really good with Fletcher Sharp in the team. They were just absolutely carving us. Ponga looked great. So I think they're up for a better year than what they had. Definitely no wooden spoon for them this year.
Yeah, it was an interesting fucking fantasy game, that one.
Yep. And then we had the Dragons get robbed. I mean,
Oh, we don't want to talk about any of the players?
I mean, we can, but I'll just touch on the games real quick.
Oh, no, we may as well run over the sort of the key guys scores there. Fucking
Ponga.
So
Bryce not
Reed
ashamed of how the Cows performed. He wants
Man,
to
I don't even want to
out
talk
quickly.
about this game, bro. What do you want
We'll
about?
just talk about the fantasy stuff rather than the real life stuff. Would that make you feel better?
Way better.
All right, let's do that then. As long as fucking Ridley can keep his trap shut. Anyway, so Reed, he did play the 80, obviously, and came out with a 54. And so with the news of him probably playing 80, I did jump on him.
Yep.
Happy with that. Fucking, he looked pretty solid as well. No bye till was it round 15 or some shit. So just hope he stays healthy and in those minutes.
He had three missed
Most of us got on at that point.
Yeah, he had 3 missed tackles in the first 10 minutes. I'm like, here we go, speed bump, Reed's back.
yeah.
And apparently he didn't miss another tackle for the rest of the game. So that was good. The big scores to Ponga and Lukey. Lukey got the try. Trey got a try. So all the relevant guys pretty much scored what we expect, apart from Brownie, who got a 35 doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I'm not going to panic on Brownie. I think he'll still be fine in the long run. And if there was a player fucking in Vegas to shit the bed for, it may as well be Brownie because most teams have him.
Yeah.
Well, most teams I fucking know anyway.
Got to be happy with Chester, 45 in the 80.
45 from an actual centre without scoring a try that cost 250k. Like, what more could you ask for?
Yeah,
His points just kept climbing after the game ended, eh?
Well, he's busy. The thing I liked about him was he made like 170 run meters and like 18 tackles. Like that's like KL Iro sort of fucking paces. That's real handy. If he can get that sort of pace, we'll be loving it.
He also had 10 points in negatives. So he had a penalty and he missed 4 tackles. So if he can tidy up that part of his game, like his tackles, he would have scored heaps more. Yeah. Really happy with his fantasy output and actually happy with him in the game. He didn't make too many bad defensive reads.
I'll be starting him at centre every week, I imagine.
Yeah. Anything else to talk about from this game? Anyone that surprised you?
Just firstly,
Lukey's 68 is probably worth a mention at 300k.
Yeah, I said he got the try and he got a good score there, 68. So line break looked fucking dangerous.
I just want to say on Lukey, I said beforehand that I think it's very likely he's going to get 80 minutes given Sam McIntyre was named at edge.
70.
Yeah, and people are like, no, he won't. And now everyone after the game is acting like it was a certainty that Lukey was going to get 80 minutes. Everyone was fucking complaining about it beforehand, saying he's not going to do that well. Don't play him outright.
I will say, Thomas McKaylee was our fourth guy to come onto the field. All right, and he lasted 10 minutes and he did his knee. So middle rotation there is a little bit scuffed because of that.
I don't think either me or Bryce said that Lucky wasn't going that good or not to play him.
Well, not you guys, but there's everyone in
Oh,
fucking the
fuck.
Discord.
Oh,
is
right.
talking
I thought you were
shit.
talking about us in the pod. I was like, we
No.
didn't say that, crap.
I'll name you by name if you fucked me.
That's fair. That's a good way to do things.
Yeah.
The other thing is Ponga. Like we jumped over him very
Oh,
quickly.
man.
He went big, and there's a lot of upside to like here because something that we all anticipated is that Brown would do the bulk of the kicking here going forward, which is clearly not the case. He did
He
do
did a
more
bit, though.
Oh, he did it all. He did 283. So
But Ponga did a
263,
lot.
and Ponga did 261.
They shared
Yeah.
it.
So
Which is a
that's
lot.
almost
Which
a
is a
50-50
lot for a
split.
fullback. Yeah.
Yeah. So Ponga is actually really interesting because that really ups his base and makes him a really interesting buy. And like, whilst he versus arguably a weaker team and got a lot of attacking stats out of that, he's still
Look good,
going to
though, didn't
these kind of scores, no matter who he's versing, because he's
he?
that kind of player.
He
I
looked
don't-
convincing, too.
Oh, he did.
See,
He looked so keen.
the problem I had with them was I'd heard during the off season that his foot was still an ongoing issue, and I was like worried that would it doesn't sound like a recipe to come out and have great form immediately, but fuck, he looked pretty good to me when I was watching him.
Dylan Brown said before the game started that he hadn't done a proper training with Ponga yet because Ponga is training by himself due to injury.
Yep.
So like, I think to start with Ponga, you had to have some fucking balls, and my god, it's paid off. I do think we probably shouldn't be rushing to blow up your teams to get him in at this point, but it's going to be scary owning him.
If someone in the right price bracket falls over, I would definitely be very happy to bring Ponga in, as I'd like to own him. But as you said, I'm not going to blow apart my fucking team to do it. But yeah, if you can easily get Ponga next week, it's probably a good idea, depending on who you're trading out. But so much water to go under the bridge before fucking the kickoff of round 2 that who the fuck knows who we're being trading out of our team. Cleary could get fucking a broken leg in the first 10 minutes. We don't fucking know.
The fullback on the other team is going to get cheap. So that's the other thing to just keep in the back of your head.
Oh, Drinkwater. Beluga got drinky.
He did. He did. Drinkwater's going to be cheap in a month or so. And then he probably recover from his rib injury. Probably definitely someone look out for around 5 or 6, I reckon.
This reminds me of a couple of years ago when we started with Cheese, and I think it was like the first game or something. He got smashed by the cocaine bear, and I think the injury was that rib cartilage.
Yeah.
And he did play the next game, and I kept him when a lot of people jumped off. But while that healed, he played like shit and fucking scored real fucking average. And Drinkwater doesn't strike me as the toughest player in the world, if you know what I mean.
No.
So, like, pain tolerance could be an issue for him.
Yeah. Absolutely disembark if you own Drinkwater. Absolutely get off. The rib cartilage injury is such a bitch.
I mean, because he doesn't, when you look at him, he looks like a bit of a pretty boy softcock, and he defends kind of like one. So I'm picking that his pain tolerance isn't going to be super high.
Yep. So I recommend selling Drinkwater if you have him, and if you can go Drinkwater to fucking Ponga, that's your move, right?
It won't be a straight trade, but it'll be close.
Yeah, you got a bit of money.
It'll be real close.
Yep.
It'll be real close to a straight swap. Yeah, no, I'd do that for sure because Drinky's the sort of player that needs things going his way to go on those hot streaks. Like a Drinky with sore ribs every game's not going to fucking be top flight Drinky. Fucking
yeah.
So I think his price is going to plummet. Like if he comes out and gets like another fucking 35 or some shit from this, his price is gonna like free fall. I think that's kind of likely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I don't know if there's anybody else we really need to talk about.
I think this is one more to quickly touch on. He's not overly relevant as most of us got off him pretty early in the preseason, but there are still a couple that do own him, and that's McEwen.
Oh, he just job sharing, isn't he?
Yeah, and that's you. If you own him, you're kind of stuck with him for a little bit because he's still making you money. But definitely no reason to be going to buy him now because he definitely didn't get the 80 minutes. And it doesn't.
If you own him and you don't get any injuries or suspensions or anyone putting their hand out to trade out for Couchman, if you've got no bigger issues, I think I wouldn't talk anyone out of trading him out for Couchman.
Speaking of Couchman, let's have a chat about the Bulldogs Dragons. Damien Cook with a 91. We all know he's a gun, but I didn't expect a 1 ppm from him. Ryan Couchman 60 in 60 minutes. No, 56 minutes. 60 and 56 minutes.
That's fucking huge. Just tackled his ass off.
When I seen him come on in the 20 minutes, it surprised me. I didn't expect
53 tackles in 56 minutes is mental.
4 tackle breaks as well in 100 meters. Like 92 meters he ran. He was just so busy.
Yeah, I'll be getting up next week. This one's on us because we all saw what Toby did last year, starting at pretty much at a very cheap price as well. And we all been told many times that Ryan's meant to be the better version of him. And none of us really jumped on because we weren't quite convinced on his minutes.
Yep.
But what a fucking player.
I wouldn't even say I wasn't quite convinced on his minutes. Like, my stance was that he was going to be playing like 30 minutes, and I was just extremely wrong.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
Sometimes I am.
I honestly, you can't blame anyone for thinking Ryan was going to come back from a year out of the game and work his way back. Like, it would common sense. No, not this Ryan. Straight in and fucking play 60 minutes, mate. Crazy.
That's one for the believers. Anyway, get him in.
Yep, buy him. He's the big buy next week.
I would flag that there was some weird oddities around the Dragons' rotations. Maybe one due to the fact
he was first man off the bench though, bro. He might not get 56 minutes all the time, but he was already getting.
He's gonna be.
That's what I'm getting to. Is I don't think he's going to get 56 minutes. I think he's going to get more than 30 though, which just means lock him in.
He's got a huge negative break even. Like he's just going to print money for the next 3 weeks. Get him in.
Yeah, get him in. Don't even overthink it. Fucking sell someone. You probably have to.
The other really high buy next week will be Atkinson.
Yeah.
His base was insane. Base was insane. Basically 900 kick meters.
Yeah. When Hamish was benched, right up until pretty close to kickoff, I was just flipping. I switched between him and Atkinson like fucking half a dozen times over like a 30-minute period, but I ended up finishing on Hamish. But Hamish is all good too, at least.
Yeah, he got his minutes. He got his 50 minutes. That's what we expected from him. So,
even when you take away the extra time minutes, like I think he was still looking at, or did you say like 53 minutes, Rudley? And is anything 50 minutes or more, I was going to be pretty happy with.
Yeah, Stewart looks good, man. Like he's got the time he wanted. Maybe the PPM wasn't there for this week.
He played a lot of edge.
He still made a fucking fortune. He's going to continue to make money. Like the role is what we wanted. Hamish Stewart has done fucking a great job. And going back to Atkinson for a moment, I'm very fortunate because I actually had him in my team, and he has excelled. Got no attacking stats that game. His probable kick meters are probably a bit too high for what they are. But it's looking very promising for people that own Atkinson.
Did Shane Flanagan even kick the ball? He did. He actually kicked 100 meters. Wow.
You mean Kyle?
Yeah, Kyle. Yeah, well, basically Shane, right? Same thing.
Yeah, Kyle was not it. He was a real passenger this game. And for some reason, that seems to be his new role. I don't understand it. And realistically, if there comes a day where Kyle does get dropped from the team, who's going to take his spot? King Tonga? He's not a fucking kicker either. So it seems all Atkinson's fucking role to kick.
Yep. Now, Toby, I was shitting bricks at the end of the 75th minute mark. He was sitting on about 42, and he played 50 odd minutes by that point. So I wasn't happy. And then extra time came, and he got himself an extra 7 or 8 minutes. Absolutely killed it. He got another 10 points and got me to a 56. So happy with that.
He'll be all good.
He got 66 minutes in the game. That's probably 8 or 9 minutes inflated. Probably expect that 60-minute mark, and I think he's going to be fine. 180 meters run, 40 tackles. He just didn't get many tackle breaks or offloads or no offloads at all. So, yeah, I'm happy to stick with him. Hamish Stewart again, 50 minutes, a little bit inflated, but he's going to make massive money right now.
Hamish Stewart played 67 minutes.
Oh, did he? Oh, he did. He
So,
played 67. You're right. Sorry.
but still, that's
Still
like
good
sorry.
players.
So that's still like it's still like fucking 55 fucking minutes at the end of regular time or some shit. It's good.
Yeah, a little bit inflated there. There was some shenanigans, as we said, because Setu 2 came off with like 15 minutes in the game. So he got a 42, did get a try, the line break. Was not looking good at half time, but got the attacking stats to help him get to a 42. He's going to get his money rolling now, and I think if you can, just stick him in the reserves or loop him week on, week out, and there he goes.
Yeah, because he's going to be good for a sub 20 here, I think, that guy.
Yep. Yeah, he didn't get the run meters I expected him. I expected him to be like a 150, 160 guy. He only got 100.
Sometimes he probably will be.
They did kick to him all game, didn't they, first? So he wasn't getting that first or second hit up.
But he was getting run down by Critter. Like, you got to give a bit of perspective here to the opposition they were versing, which is the Dogs, who have one of the best kick chasers in the game.
Yeah.
Like, Setu didn't get a chance.
He did try to take his head off, mate. I don't know if... Yeah. Yeah, if my head got ripped off my shoulders, I'd probably be a little bit timid as well. So
yeah, I wouldn't be worrying about Setu at all. I think he's still fine to keep playing outright.
Yeah, at half time, I was like, this guy's not even going to be named next week. But yeah, he picked it up, so that was good.
No, he'll be named.
Bailey
Hayward, 46 from 90. I didn't think he'd play the 80. I'm still fucking don't really believe that he'll play 80 all the time. but if you bought him, you'll obviously be chuffed as with that. But I'm not going to go get him.
6 missed tackles. He did attempt 54. Like, he made 54. Huge, but 6 missed tackles.
Like, he made that 9 run
every week.
Yeah.
That's the sort of play he is. A 9 run meter guy. Like, basically, whatever his tackles are, minus his missed tackles, is what his score's going to be.
Man, I think Mahoney, I don't like Mahoney at all, and I don't think he's that great a fucking hooker. But how the fuck did the Dogs think Hayward was a step up?
He's on basement price, mate.
Well, one thing's for sure, fucking Hayward's fucking passing from the ruck is definitely not as good as Reed's. Definitely not.
In offense, Reed's passing wasn't great either. He kept going to the wrong fucking player each fucking time. But getting up beside ourselves. I think with Hayward, you've seen what he wants. You got the role you wanted. If you have an opportunity or want to buy him in round 3, now the Dogs have a bye next week, honestly, you could go worse.
Yeah, or you wait a week and you pick up cheese.
Or you wait a week and pick up cheese.
Yeah. Well, we'd have to worry about Hayward for a couple of weeks.
Oh. All right, so let's get into the team list. First game is the classic court case that we had a bit of an outcome for today. You want to talk us through that, Lawyer Ridley?
Yeah, no, it was big news. Lomax and we caught the store and the Eels reached an agreement outside of court, essentially agreeing that Lomax can't join a club until 2028, a year earlier than his deal would have ended, without the permission of the Eels. So it looks like a big W for the Eels, essentially getting what they want, met with a little bit of a compromise, but it's really going to be quite curious to see how it progresses now that essentially Eels have a lot more authority in negotiations going forward and seem to have that kind of basis to demand more. And given some of the rumors that have come out recently from the reporter, I think Brent Reed, saying about what some of the offers were that were made, it seems like Eels are going to ask for a fucking lot to get this player. So I don't think we're going to see him in 26. We might see him in 27.
I think he'll go play rugby union, mate.
So. I think he's good riddance.
I was thinking about that this morning. I was like, is he legally able to just go and play union?
Absolutely can.
It's only the NRL that I believe that clause is for. So he can go play Super League.
So he can even go Super League if he wants.
Yeah.
I believe it is only the NRL. So basically the big news and the big winner from that is Moses Leo. Named at centre. Basement centre. Are you going to go double basement centres there? No?
Hey, I was keen to go third baseman centers before. I didn't want fucking Leo though. I must admit, he's anything but inspiring. We've got 2 games from in the past playing center, both of them 80 minutes. He has an average of 18, 131 score and 1 score of 5. And it's not like they were versing good teams during that. They were versing the Warriors and the Eagles. And both of those games, they absolutely smashed them.
Well, you want
yeah,
the 30,
you
not the
couldn't-
5.
Huh?
I said you want the 30, not the 5.
You definitely want the 30, not the 5. I don't think you're going to want Moses Leo for any reason at all, especially given some of the options that have come out because of team list. Even though he's a basement, I'd fucking run.
Right.
Don't touch him.
What do you reckon, Eddie?
Yeah, he's a little bit of a worry. As you said, those fucking stats don't inspire a lot. The DPP is nice, but let's have a quick look at his fucking reserve grade stats. Where is it?
Well, while you look at his reserve stats, we'll talk about the edge. Lasati gets the role.
Maybe before we get to that, maybe just talk about how Leo's links and connections around him are all going to be very new. He's got Nick Meaney on the wing, and Nick Meaney's defense isn't renowned for its strength. Moses Leo obviously isn't one of the better players, and he's still relatively new. And then you've got a new edge as well. I have real concerns that where Eels are going to attack is going to be right through Moses Leo for the entirety of the game.
So counterpoint, it's the Eels.
That is the great point.
I'm just looking at him now. Moses Leo must be young as fuck because he's, as well as those couple of NRL games, he's only played 5 games in reserve grade. And in those 5 games in reserve grade, his fantasy average is 22.2. So it's the same as his fucking NRL fucking shit.
It's because he's come from, what do you call it, the Rugby Sevens in New Zealand.
Yeah. He was an All Black Sevens player. He's a big boy. He's not exactly little.
Different game, mate.
Yeah, we'll have to watch that one. I'm not going to talk anyone out of taking a punt on him. He's a basement centre playing for one of the top 4 teams.
Yeah, get him if you want.
Yeah,
I'm not going to grab him though.
I think there's some better options. He's sitting in my 21st spot right now because I don't no idea what the fuck I'm actually going to do with my life. So, I got some problems at centre.
I've got Faimani instead, although to be honest, like a big part of the reason Faimani's in my team is I have to have a 230k player, and Moses Leo's 250, so he wasn't in consideration.
Yeah,
but like I wouldn't be like choosing. Let's just say like I wouldn't be choosing Moses Leo over like a Howe or someone like that though.
Yeah, true. If you need just a basement player, get one of these edges that we'll talk about. I guess the first one is going to be Lassetti. We talk about got that spot. We know how long. Blaw's only out this week or next week, couple of weeks. He's got a integrity issue plus a bit of a niggle, I think. So it could be as soon as Blaw's back. It's a real good chance. His position's pretty sketchy, I think. Yeah,
especially because Beluga said that that it has been it's been Lasati that was playing on Blaw's side at training and shit.
Yeah, I do note that Joe Chan is named in position 11, which is historically Sean Blaw's spot. So Lazati here is actually named where what's his name Katoa would be playing. Not that the numbers mean too much, but that is something that does seem to support that Lazati might be the favoured edge.
I'd be very suspicious of the fact that it was the opposite at training, though.
Yeah, so I'm just going to say that I've got Lasati right now, but I've got him that he plays for top 4 side, and if I need to, I will be moving him to Ryan Couchman next week.
Yeah, I'm going Howe ahead of Lasati and not picking Lasati at this point.
Yeah.
So if I had enough money, I probably would get Lasati instead of Faimani, though, to be honest. So I wouldn't talk you out of getting Lasati, but don't just think for sure that he's won his spot because I think that's
no.
If you're going to use
it,
yep.
I've got Lasati at the moment. I do think there's a really good chance that he's going to hold his spot, or at least get some kind of role for the next couple of rounds. But even if he doesn't hold edge, he could move into lock with Loyero still out suspended for
How
another
long
week.
is he suspended for?
My
Another
understanding
week.
is he's back. My understanding is back to round 3, but then Lasati will go to the bench, and like again, not ideal, but can continue to make
No,
some money from there.
Nah, he won't. He won't make fucking jack from the bench, bro.
Again, he'll be running down already high BE. But again,
It won't be. Yeah. How high will it be though? I know.
Oh, he'll
I
score
don't.
at least 40 this week.
If he starts for 2 games and then he goes to the bench, I don't think he's going to get 100k plus, bro.
Cooper
I
Clark.
think it could be close.
You need him starting longer than that.
Cooper Clark is on the bench as well, so one of these edges is not playing 80.
Yeah.
So it's just
Joe Chan sucks. So
yeah.
Yeah, but Joe Chan's been used for 80, and Lasati in reserve grade wasn't used for 80.
The Eels really, no one's touched Moses, although I have seen some people with the moving to Moses now over the last couple of days. I'm not too sure why, but they are. I've got Will Penasini in my team. He's probably going to stay there. The only reason is his average with Moses is 40 plus, and I just expect him to score that. He's 410k or something. I can't afford Aiken, so I'm just going to do that.
ouch.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting Aitken. Now that Aitken's an option, all these mid-range centres can fuck right off.
Yeah.
But how are you doing it?
Can suck a dick.
We will.
I was going to get IPAP, and he's like exact same price, pretty much.
Yeah,
so that's the easiest switch in the world for me.
That's easy. Yeah, we'll talk about
that. Out of the mid-range centres, Penasini is still my favourite, but no, there's no chance I'm getting him at all now.
Yeah, no, there's no reason to have a mid-range centre at all. It's just not worth the risk.
I took Toby Couchman and as that edge duel, so I'm sort of locked into that. Now. I don't have that player to move.
If you can't get Aitken and you want a mid-range centre, Penasini is probably the one I'd go with here.
Yeah,
him or Ramian, but Penasini is cheaper.
So the other player I'd like to talk about, and I'd like Eddie to talk about him mainly, is Jermaine Hopgood.
Fuck off, Khan. Yeah, I knew you. I know. Well, people are talking about the end of last year. He was getting a good role and scoring good. Well, that's what fucking happened the fucking season before I bought him, wasn't it? Fucking, is named in the same position. Fucking, like, I'm not keen at all. It's possible he might go out and get decent, but bro, the fucking hot hand at the moment, the far more exciting option. And the guy that's plus a 90, so surely you just want to go with fucking with the guy I'm getting and run with Big Steph.
Stefano. Yeah, he took Amanu.
Yeah, man. I'd way rather Steph over that gay faggot Hopgood, bro. He's a bender, bro. Fuck him.
So I've gone after the news broke about Aiken. I tried to get him, obviously. So I went down to Utukamanu just to try to free up some money. It wasn't enough, but I've kept that trade done just so that I can use the money to get Ryan Couchman next week. So I just feel like the money I gained from bringing Ryan in is going to offset the points difference of a Yota Utukamanu.
Oh, yeah, sweet. No, I like you, Toy. I think he's a better pick than Hopgood.
Yeah, way better.
Skipped over you, Twig.
Yeah, well, I was trying to keep him fucking secret for us.
Yeah. Let's go back to you,
Twig. So yeah, considering he's in our teens, we should talk about him. So yeah, fucking last year, what he averaged like 45 from like 43 minutes. I will be shocked if his role is not bigger than 43 minutes this year. I think that's going to boost up by at least 5 points, 5 minutes, sort of 48 to 50 sort of minute mark. So I'm expecting his price to jump up accordingly. I'm thinking low 50s here. And he doesn't. Oh, he might play Origin, I suppose. But if he doesn't play Origin, he's a cut price keeper. And he actually, in the preseason trial, like it does look like he's in similar form to how he was at the end of the year. Like he was he was a beast.
We need that
I'm
Utuk,
expecting
though.
pretty big things.
We need that Utuk. We need the tackle breaking, charging guy.
Yep.
I expect low 50s as well. He's in my team, as I said.
See, I think Bellamy wanted to test him last year and sort of make him fucking earn his fucking stripes as being the big minute middle, and earn Bellamy's trust.
Yep.
And I think over the course of last season, I think he's done that. And I think you'll find that, like, once you've got Bellamy's fucking trust in a role like that, fucking, he'll give you the keys. And I'm hoping he's going to be sort of the new Jesse Bromwich, which was the last really big minute prop they had out there.
Yep.
And yeah, this be a gun, and he's exciting.
Yeah.
So he's a fun pick.
He likes an offload. He likes a tackle break. Yep.
He's a good player. I wish I had him in my team. I've tried to get him in, but with everyone I have and I want, I can't quite fit him, and it's going to be a nervous watch.
Yep.
I do say
He's no must-have. He's no must-have by any means.
And there is risk there. Like,
pick.
I think there's a very good chance that he'll get the role that we're anticipating, but it'd be a lie to say it's a guarantee that he's going to get this.
If you look at that bench, they've got.
He's definitely going to get at least 45.
Yeah, at least 45. I would agree.
Look at the bench. They got Tui and Davey Mawale. Like, tell me that's
Mawale's not shit.
Yeah, but he's only a 30-minute guy.
Yeah.
So yeah. Who's going to win this game, boys? You got Storm to keep their record, or Eels going to spring an upset?
Storm.
I'm putting money down on Eels. They're paying almost $3. I think Storm are here for the taking.
If they were paying evens, would you still bet on Eels though?
I wouldn't bet, but I'd still tip Eels. I actually think Eels. I think the Storm are here for the taking.
So in a tipping comp this week, you're tipping the Eels.
Oh yeah, I don't have a tipping comp, but if I was in a tipping comp, I'd tip the Eels.
Okay.
Interesting. I'm gonna say the Eels as well.
It's in Melbourne.
I just want.
I think Melbourne are ripe for the taking this year. And again, I don't like this new edge of Leo. Of who is it? Fucking Lazati, Leo, and Meany. I think that can be opened up pretty easily.
Meany's on the wing.
Yeah, and Meany's not a good defender either. And add in, like, Farlango is a great fucking player, and he's phenomenal in attack. But time and time again last year, he was exposed in defense.
Yeah, he's a bit of a Scott Drinkwater on D.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like again, electric with the ball. Fucking a bit of a wet paper towel in defense. I really think the Eels will upset the Melbourne Storm.
It just kind of sucks when your fullback isn't willing to smash people into touch in the corner because you kind of fucking need them to, like, really put the body on the line. Like,
need to play.
Like, and if Palmer can do it, fucking these guys should be able to as well.
In offense, Falango's a small body. Like, I'm not expecting him to smash anyone over the sidelines. But just a nice little legs tackle to wrap him
Ponga
up.
fucking does it.
Ponga's a tall cunt, though.
Right. Not everyone's dead, mate. We can't be having tackles.
Not everyone's dead, and that's the truth.
Warriors Roosters. 4:30 game on Friday. For me, anyway. I won't even be home from work, so I'll be watching this on the fucking tablet or something. Warriors. Anyone at all interested in? I've seen some Jacob Laban talk. Anybody interested in that play?
Just first one. Do not be buying Ali Liatau, or what the fuck his name is. We don't need him anymore. You don't need a mid-range center. Fuck him off. Okay, I know a lot of people still have him at the moment. Fucking don't. That's simple.
Yeah, I'd rather Penasini than him. If you want someone, if you want a shitty mid-range guy, fucking Penasini's got a much bigger chance of going high 30s, early 40s than Latautia.
Yeah.
But fucking yeah, I really would go Aitken if you can.
Yeah. The only other really relevant warrior here is Laban.
Yep. I know nothing about him.
Tell you what, I would rather just play Moses Leo this week and then bring in Makasini to start next week and slide him back to interchange than pay for Ali.
Oh yeah, that's a good call actually.
I rate that. But
I'd either do that or go up to Aitken personally.
But on Laban, I think you can go worse, but I also think you can go much better. Like there's a wealth of cheap edges at the moment. You don't need Laban at 335k. You have Lukey.
Not based
You
him, is
have
he?
one of the Titans edges. You have Fafita. You're going to get Ryan Couchman next week. You don't need Jacob Laban. And I think I got a feeling it's unlikely he's going to get the 80 minutes. I think Capel will hold it, despite the fact Capel is agent.
I think he's just a discount McEwen. But
Yeah.
the difference between him and McEwen is McEwen doesn't have a fucking rising star edge on the bench behind him.
Yeah, that's it.
Halasima, yeah.
Uh,
Halasima's scary.
Because yeah, definitely you should be scared of him. Like if he comes out and like performs the way he was last year, he won't be denied. He'll be fucking taking a spot back.
Yeah,
Fucking oath he will.
Lekker's cool.
Yeah. So I wouldn't be touching Laban. I don't think I can really talk anyone out of it, but I just don't think there's a reason to be doing so.
Anybody?
And we need to think like how many minutes we think Lecker's going to take, because Lecker's not going to come out and be a 25-minute fucking bench edge. I can tell you that. Fucking
Yeah, I don't know. I know very few names on this fucking Warriors bench, mate. Morgan Gannon, like who? I don't know who that is. Tower Smith, he's a small minutes prop, is he?
Fuck if I know, mate.
Yeah, I don't know much about
and even
this
if you did know who they are, Webster's forward rotations aren't always clear.
well,
he does some weird shit.
I'm a Warriors fan, and I have no Warriors players. Let's put it that way.
Yep. All right, let's move on to the Roosters then. Just please don't buy the hooker for the Roosters. He's only got 2-3 weeks max till Reese is back.
He's almost as expensive as fucking Hayward, isn't he? I'm not getting Hayward, but if I was getting a hooker around that range, it would be Hayward.
Yeah. I don't rate him.
Oh.
Don't rate that play.
I want to have a quick chat about just the Roosters forwards, because there's a couple people that some people are going to be interested in based on this list. Like, for example, Blake Steep at 13, quite interesting. Nat Butcher at 12, 40K. Quite interesting. There's some people that could be options here, and I just really want to say this can be addressed as a whole. And the thing is, I do not feel confident in there's going to be someone on this forward pack that's going to have value for sure. There's going to be someone who makes money here. But I can't say with any confidence who the fuck that's going to be. There is a lot of big names involved here, a lot of good players. And the issue is, Robbo changes the fucking role of the forwards each fucking week. He changes the men's, he cuts and drops them all the time. Like, there is no consistency in this forward pack, bar Angus Crichton playing 80 minutes.
Yeah, I don't trust any of them either. I don't have any Roosters. See, the thing is, when you're looking for value, I hear a lot of podcasters use terms like "there's a world where" or "so and so could," yada yada. I wouldn't get too carried away thinking about different fucking worlds and what could happen. Just stop for a second and think about what role, minutes, and scores you think will happen. Like if you were to bet money on it, what would you be betting it on? Because that's the outcome you should focus on. Fucking decide what you think will happen. And there's no one in this fucking pack that I can sit there and confidently say, like, that cunt's going to make 150k.
Yeah. The only player I am watching is Nat Butcher, because if he does get the role of a big minutes, the guy scores insane. So like he is like basically a 1 ppm guy. So he is the one.
Depends on position.
Not that playing. Good.
He's great, man. He's
when he plays 80 minutes from the edge, he doesn't fucking rock 80s.
Yeah, he doesn't rock 80s.
He fucking smashes 80s, bro, every week.
Mate, on Nat Butcher, let's address him specifically, because there's a bit of people interested in Nat Butcher.
He hits 50s.
He's a 50-55 guy.
Nat Butcher can score a keeper level score pretty consistently at edge. That's accepted. He's priced at 42.
Yep.
So he's going to make about 10 points of value if he scores each week.
Yeah. He needs to roll. That's what I'm saying.
There's things to note that are quite important. One, all the mail has been that Radley, when he's back, is going back to edge. So that puts a timer on this.
Yep.
So now you're betting on him getting these scores pretty consistently in what should be a relatively short period of time, up until about round 7. Add in the fact that Roosters have a bye before then, so you're down 1 week.
Yeah.
So that means one bad score, he might not make the amount of money you need because he's already priced pretty high, so the B is not going to move that quickly. He might not get 80 because Wong's on the bench. All the rumors are that Wong's going to play in the middle, but he could play fucking 15, 20 minutes on an edge just because Robbo says fuck you. Like there is so much risk here for Nat Butcher that is not worth 10 points of value.
It's not worth it right now. But
ignore it.
To sum it up, I would simply say, like, yes, there's a world where he makes 100 to 150k, but there's a lot of fucking worlds where he doesn't. So,
100%.
which world do you think is going to happen? If you think that he actually will maintain that big role and make that money, then just fucking get him. But if you
don't drag me into that.
Yeah.
Honestly, if I had...
Worry about the world you think will happen.
I'm telling you right now, if I had IPAP, that is a player that I am watching closely. That's what I'm saying.
Aitken all day, boo.
Yeah. I don't know. Let's talk about it. Who's winning this game? Warriors, Roosters, over in New Zealand?
Warriors at home.
Yeah, I've got to back my boys.
Yeah, I agree. Warriors win this game.
Just while we're on this, before we move on, I've got another $50 bet against the amateurs, like I seem to every year. So I've bet $50 that Sam Walker will average below 50.
Ooh,
that's a spicy bet.
Yeah,
because this is the closest sounding bet that I've made with the amateurs, because the last 2 years they've been heavily in my favour because Jessop made silly bets. And the first one was that he bet me that I can't even. RMK was gonna fucking get to 650k, and he just completely flopped all season. So I won that easily. Then last year he bet me that Gilbert would out average. The fucking Sharks prop, AFB, and obviously I carved up on that one as well. That one side of the bets. This one's a bit closer with that.
Yeah, this one's
I'm pretty sure.
I wouldn't be confident in you, mate. I think you might be on the bad end of this one, to be honest.
We'll see.
Yeah, it all depends.
We'll track this week by week, eh?
Yeah,
over the course of the season.
We'll see how DCE pulls up. She pulls his big pants on. Broncos Panthers, late game Friday, blockbuster, grand final.
God,
replay.
I can't wait to watch fucking Haas and Cleary play.
Yeah, mate, it's a grand final replay. Because the other team cheats. What are we thinking? We've all still got Walsh in our teams.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Looking great.
I think there's a lot
because we got with Walsh, as we said, we wanted to see the eye test, and he came in the World Cup Challenge and was fucking whatever the fuck that game's called, and was the man. He looks confident, and when Reece Walsh has got confidence, his scores follow. He's not going to start the season like he did last year. I'm pretty much certain of it, unless he fucking picks up some sort of niggling injury, which he currently doesn't have. So it wheels up as far as I'm concerned.
So I must say, I'm not as high on Walsh. I have him in my team just solely out of fear, because he's 42% owned, and when this cunt goes big, he goes big, and the last thing you want to be is sitting on the sidelines watching him go off.
Yeah.
So I think he's just you kind of put him in because you don't want to fall behind the pack because you don't own fucking Walsh if he starts putting out a couple hundreds back to back for whatever fucking reason.
Everyone should just be having their captain on Payne Haas. I know a few people have gone with the chin Cleary, but
I
think most people are going to have Haas, right? I haven't actually seen the captain stats.
Jay-Z went with Cleary as well, but I'm on Haas.
Yeah, I think they probably average about the same, to be honest. I think they'll probably get the same 70.
Yeah, I think they'll be pretty similar. I don't think it's not going to make or break your season this fucking first round, unless Cleary goes down with a HA like last year.
I just feel like Cleary has a bigger chance of having a quiet game than Haas does.
Yeah, I think that's very fair, to be honest.
Big news that IPAP
is it the Sand Monkey holiday yet?
It has indeed begun. So Haas will feed this time of year because he can't eat in real life, so he might as well eat in the game.
Are we supposed to start calling him Hakeem now? Is this like when someone changes their pronouns and you have to respect it?
Oh,
fuck.
Oh, no idea, mate.
Because I don't really want to call him Hakeem. I like the name Payne.
Is Luke Garner really a better,
Moving on.
Lingard really a better outside back than IPAP. Like, what is going on here?
Oh yeah, I really thought that. I thought that not only was IPAP going to start this week, I thought he was going to start fucking next week when Martin returned as well. But no, guess I was wrong. So off he fucks, and in comes Aiken.
Yeah, IPAP's dead.
Enough
Run
said.
away.
You can't pick him. This ain't Hamish Stewart at 450. This is IPAP at fucking 607 or whatever. Like, yeah. Definite avoid.
Yeah. No one really has to talk about in these games. Broncos, Panthers, who wins?
You don't want to talk about Gozzy? Gozoweski?
No, I don't.
Named the starting edge. Absolute weapon for the
So who
Broncos?
wins this game, Eddie?
Okay.
Oh, I'm going to go with Penrith. I don't know. It's pretty close. I'm just going to go with Penrith, though. I feel like they're going to fucking have a chip on their shoulder this year.
I'm going to go with Penrith, mate.
I am likewise with you. I think that they'll start the season pretty strong after last year's pretty disappointing start for them.
Right, so moving on to the Sharks-Titans game, Saturday, Arvo. Both your teams, mate, so you can't lose this one.
Oh, yeah. We love to see it.
Jesse got the 13, so we're happy with that. He's in our teams. Anybody else on the Sharks you guys are interested in or watching? No? Okay,
really
good.
now.
Let's move on to Titans. We don't want to talk about Jesse whatsoever.
Well, just with Cohen, fucking. So I think it's bound to be 45 to 50 minutes, right? Most likely.
Yeah, I think 45.
35 to 40 points.
Yeah, that's my expectation. I expect like high 30s, low 40s, somewhere between 38 and 41, 42. That's what I expect from him.
And if it ends up being less, then we'll just fuck him off to Couchman next week.
That's right.
Again, if he's averaging close to 40, that's 15, 16 points of value. So he's fucking making you bank.
Yep.
Like, I don't think, unless he really comes down and gets like a really shit roll of less than half a fucking time in the field, you're probably not selling him next week.
Fair.
He seems a slam dunk to fucking make between 100 to 150k.
Yeah.
I think if he keeps starting, worst case, he should make 100k. So that's a pretty good starting point.
He's got 10 weeks, no buys between now and then. Actually, no, there's a buy at some point.
But you know what's really...
But he's got loads of time.
You know what's really, like, shitty to me? Is that even with 6 people on the bench now, poor Jaden Beryl still doesn't get a, hey, here's just a Guernsey to wear on the weekend. Like, that guy's been at the Sharks for, like, 8 years now as backup hooker and never played a fucking game.
Well, yeah, but you don't want to carry him on your fucking extended interchange every game and never play him though, because then he just doesn't play any rugby league.
I mean,
he needs to be playing in reserve grade too.
While the reserve grade team's playing at home, you may as well name him on the bench. Like,
I don't think it works like that.
Only if the away teams like.
I don't think reserve grade players are making 16s, are they? I mean, are making.
I don't know
the squads, are they?
We'd have to look into it. Maybe that explains what's going on with one of the other teams later down the list. We can look at that. Titans, you got the cheap winger. Is he in the game yet?
Money. Yeah, he's in the game. He didn't get the DPP. I was wrong.
Oh,
cringe.
I think I was wrong.
Badge. Anyway, moving on.
I'm getting it anyway. I'm not finished talking.
Okay.
I'm trying to move everything along. We can actually stop talking about a game for fucking a couple of minutes, bro. Fuck.
Go, mate.
You're in a rush to be somewhere.
Tell us all about it.
Nah, fucking.
No, I don't want to anymore.
Yeah, fuck you. I've had my say.
Money's still 230k. He's starting. His stats from the trials looked pretty promising. If you want to have some sort of fucking backline depth, I think he's still a pretty good choice as 21st man.
Yep.
And we definitely need to talk about fucking this edge.
Yeah, we will.
This is not a situation to skim over.
Look, would you take him over Leo?
Yes.
Yeah. So if you don't need center cover, he's someone you can take.
I feel like fucking while this is a sketchy ass fucking job, because that Titans winger last year, I can't even remember his name now. He scored so bad. I know he's a different person, but Faimani at least can get run meters and tackle busts. And from looking at like his reserve grade stats compared to Leo's and Leo's previous performances in NRL, like I almost feel like Faimani's the unknown, whereas Leo's the known shit. So like we may as well go for the guy that we don't know is shit.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Plus, importantly, Faimani is 20k less, and we do like that.
Yeah,
For me, it's actually super important.
Yeah, 20k is a lot of money right now.
And honestly, I don't think Titans are going to be as bad as they were last year.
Well, you're wrong.
Okay, well, fuck. Says you, Mr. Fucking Wooden Spoon Cowboys.
They got Lachlan Ilias starting at 7, mate.
Mate. So
Come
who
on.
lost to the Knights last week?
And moving along, the edge position at the Titans. We all thought it was going to be Patson, and it's not. It's Amada.
Yeah. So I've got a mate Whitey that's knows someone in the Titans setup, and according to him, he is just favoured ahead of Patson at the moment. It's got nothing to do with the HIA. Patson's named to play in reserve grade. He's playing this weekend. It's nothing to do with the HIA. It just seems like it's Hal's spot to lose. I mean, he could play shit and lose it, but at this stage, I would say that he's got better job security than Lasati, and I'm happy to run him.
Yep.
I'm choosing him over Lasati.
Yep, run the gauntlet. I'm with you.
Not bad call at all.
One last person from the Titans that a few people might have in their team is Cooper Bye.
Say goodbye.
He's in the 17.
He is in the 17. He's got the interchange role that everyone's expecting. I think he's just going to be one of those slow burns. I don't think there's a reason to start with him now. But then again, I thought the exact same thing about Ryan Couchman.
Yeah.
Cooper Bye confirmed for a 60, just so you guys know.
I wouldn't talk you out of Cooper Bye. It's just who are you picking him over would be the question I'd ask, I guess. That's
it. I think there's a lot of people that are making money quite fast. I don't know if they're worth sacrificing for Cooper Bye, but Cooper Bye is someone that everyone's going to have in their black book. Because at some point in the season, he's likely going to get a starting role because he's that fucking good.
Yeah,
could be a slow burn. I shouldn't it too much because there's every chance in the world he makes more money or scores better than Faimani, so I won't talk too much shit on him.
Yeah, I mean,
we've also jumped over one more important player that's actually in your team, Eddie. Tino.
Oh yeah. I've got nothing new to say on Tino that we haven't said already, I guess. I expect him to have a good 60 fucking minute role and average mid to high 50, like 57-ish. His recent stats sort of back that up. I think as long as he stays healthy, that's exactly what will happen. So, yeah, things I've said him in previous podcasts, I still feel the same.
Yep. And I think that applies to Chris Randall as well. If you're someone that's seen him at 13 and you look at his lock stats and you're like, holy Jesus, he needs 70 minutes.
He's not going to get it. That was a different coach. And I don't think there's many coaches in the NRL that would give him 70 minutes. Like 70 minutes would make him, like, apart from Yeo, be the biggest minute lock in the whole comp. Yeah. He is nowhere near the second best lock in the whole comp. He's probably one of the worst starting locks in the comp.
So, yeah. Recommend don't touch Chris Randall.
And he has Cooper Bye biting down his fucking ankles.
Yeah. I'd say it's going to be more like a 55-minute job at lock, and I think you're basically paying complete full price for him.
He'll probably average 35.
Who
wins this game?
Sharks.
Yeah, Sharks without JC and the Titans. I think this should hopefully be a relatively safe game. Touch wood.
At home too.
Yeah, at home too.
Yeah,
I think the JC's a big loss though for the Titans.
He's huge
and massive loss.
And who would have guessed he would have got injured? Like,
what a shocking turn of events!
Yeah,
such a surprise. Poor bloke. No. Manly and the Raiders. Don't think there's anyone to talk about apart from mentioning Jake Simpkin for Manly. Just on the fact that there doesn't look like anybody on the bench that fell him. Yeah. Joey Walsh, maybe.
Yeah, if you didn't get a Mahoney and you were one of the people that was riding Simpkin previously,
I
think you're encouraged about this. I don't think you'd see this and go, fuck, now I really need Jake Simpkin in my team. I don't think that's going to be the turning of events.
Buying him for this, but if you're a Jake Simpkin fanboy and you had him in your team, you're not discouraged.
No. Other than that, I don't think anyone here really fucking matters at all.
Yeah, I don't think there's anybody else in the team that surprised
me. This Manly team looks gay for fantasy and real life.
Yeah, Seagulls are probably the only other team that's going to rival the Cowboys for the spoon, in my opinion.
They got
forward pack, eh?
They got Fogarty though.
Terrible forward pack.
They got Fogarty though, and he never ever sucks in a team.
Fogarty will do the job, but I just think the forward pack is weak.
They'll win enough games.
I think you're failing to realize that the reason Fogarty was so good last year and why he had moments of brilliance at the Titans is because
behind a great pack.
He was behind a great pack.
It was at the Raiders.
The Titans had a good forward pack and have had for years. I don't think you can take that away from them.
Fogarty's been at the Raiders, man, multiple years now.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, but they was at the Titans before the Raiders.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Fogarty's never failed.
I'm saying without a good forward pack in front of him, I think Fogarty's poor defense, which we saw last year, is going to continue to be exposed here. I think Seagulls are in a real danger zone for joining the fucking Cowboys in the bottom place.
They got
I've got them as being fucking a bottom 4 team lock.
I don't think they're going to rival us, mate. They're better than us.
I said bottom 4, not dead last.
Yeah. Raiders have made an interesting choice. Noah Martin is starting on the edge.
How much is that cunt? I didn't even look at him.
Cheap, I think.
Yeah, he's very cheap. Like, what's the thing is, fucking Nicholson's in New South Wales Cup. And the word is from Ricky Stewart is that he's just taking a week coming back to New South Wales Cup to make sure he's okay.
Yeah, but Zach Hoskins on the bench.
Nicholson's his job security seems extremely dodgy. So what was his name?
Noah Martin. He's priced $250K.
Noah. Oh yeah. Nah, his job security is even scarier than Lasati's.
I think
I won't be getting him.
I think there's better options.
Even if Nicholson's not coming back, Zach Hosking is right there, and we know Zach Hosking is a great edge.
Yeah, I can't see why you take Noah over Howe.
Yeah,
Howe's got a way bigger path to keeping his role.
So Dane Laurie's been named, even though he's been on the bags. So that's good to see as well.
Well, Iongi was named still, despite fucking a photo of him smoking a joint.
He was on the bags as well. Good on.
I love that photo of him smoking a J. He's fucking shirtless, and across his chest is a tattoo of his own fucking name.
Yeah, but how can you prove it was me, officer?
I wouldn't have thought NRL players fucking during season would fucking smoke weed. Fucking, I'd think they'd be scared of drug tests for that. With like the bags and shit, it's different fucking because coke and that goes out of your system in a few days. But you could fucking smoke weed and then fail a drug test fucking a month later.
I heard a rumor, which again completely unsubstantiated, is that apparently he's got a prescription for it.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
So again, that's
legal.
Grapevine.
No idea if that's true.
But that might provide some explanations to something, but still.
I've got a prescription for bags, mate. It's all good. We got.
Well, if I get a prescription, does that mean I can't get done for stone driving, or does that not work?
No, you're still allowed to drive under the influence, brother. Sorry. Who wins this game? Raiders? Easy.
Well, one more thing before you jump on, and this one's for Dag. Fucking, if you do not have goddamn Ethan Sanders in your team, put him fucking in there. I still see teams without Ethan Sanders in it, and it's a fucking joke.
How? After you watch what Atkinson did, how can you?
He's a $250K fucking halfback that will do all the kicking and does field fucking goals. Get him in there.
Well, he can't run less than Atkinson did.
Exactly. Exactly. Like after you watch that game, he's not gonna kick 800 meters, but he's in a fucking better team.
Yeah, but he could kick like 500 meters potentially and kick goals.
Yeah.
Ethan Strange ain't kicking for shit. So
yeah, no. I mean,
must-have, like actual one of the biggest must-haves of the entire year. And
Starling
and still don't see with them is a joke.
Starling and Braley will take a little bit of kicking, I assume, out of dummy half, but not much. So Ethan is going to do all the kicking, and he's never left my team once we found out he was the starting 7. So.
Well, yeah, I think there's every chance in the world he makes 150K in price raises just in base, without even getting attacking stats. Like,
and they're gonna get
Ethan
attacking
Sanders-
stats. Like
Ethan Sanders will make at least 300k.
this team is gonna score.
how much did you just say?
300k.
I wouldn't say
That's
at
mid-40s.
least.
That's mid-40s. For
No,
half
300k.
that
That's
does bulking.
650. No.
Oh shit, yeah, no, he's 350. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he's not
Yeah,
basement.
no. Yeah, so he's at least 200k.
Are we all
Yeah,
gonna?
I think he'll make at least 150, but he could make 200. Yeah.
The Raiders gonna win this game easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Now the most talked about game today, the Dolphins and the Rabbitohs, and it's not because of the Dolphins we've been talking about this game. So we'll get straight into the Rabbitohs team.
I just want to jump into the Dolphins before you go.
We'll come back to them.
Just start with Dolphins. No, we can start with Dolphins. Go on then.
Okay, go, mate.
I just want to say, I thought you were just going to skip over them entirely because they're not
No.
really relevant. But ICAT, rumor coming out that he went down at training today.
Fuck, he's my captain in draft.
So he might actually be a late out. So just be wary if you own ICAT. I know he's active with a pod amongst some people.
Who's
There's
my
no
number one
guarantee he's gonna
draft
play.
pick? Fuck.
Other than that, like, yeah, nothing to really say about this. I know people are high on Cobbo.
Yeah, Jay-Z's high on Cobbo. Says he's going to score a million tries outside of Herbie. Even though Herbie never passes the ball.
Yeah, he might.
Yeah.
I was really only interested in Cobbo back fucking when it seemed like there was a chance he was going to get named at centre and get the DPP, and as soon as that seemed like that was off the table, I sort of lost interest.
If you have Herbie, you guys mentioned this earlier. If you own a Herbie Farnworth, easy way to get to you and Aiken.
Yeah, I'd drop from him to Aiken for sure. Aiken's got fucking, I think, probably about 4 or 5 points of value, which for a keeper level centre this season and in this economy is outstanding. And I think Herbie, on the other hand, is just as likely to drop by that amount. So there's actually a pretty big turnaround in value between those two players. I would just get Aitken, drop Herbie, and figure out how to best spend that cap elsewhere. I'm sure there's plenty of guys you can spend that money on.
Yeah. Herbie Farnworth averaged 60 at centre last year. That is unheard of. He will. The chances of him doing that again, I do not consider high at all.
I feel like
I really think he's going to
cheeky
lose
wager
money.
needs to go on this.
Well, he's going to average 60. Fuck, I'll bet you $50 right now that he won't average 60 again this year.
Done.
Easy.
We'll keep track of that bet as we go as well.
Done. I think the Dolphins are going to take us the next step, and they'll be a top 8 team, and Herbie's going to lead the way.
I think they'll fucking do great this year. I just don't think with the backline that's now expanded with the addition of Cobbo that Herbie's going to do all the fucking work again.
He's just got to get more tries this.
What if instead of a $50 bet, it was a shit clap bet?
I'm not doing a fucking shit clap.
I'll clap your shit across your face, mate. So.
Yeah, I ain't done that shit. That's gross. That's a Kiwi thing, brother.
You guys are gay.
That's a Kiwi thing, brother.
Only on weekends, mate.
Fuck that. Only on Tuesdays.
Okay.
Oh, wait, it's Tuesday. You and
Check bets are great as long as you win.
Yeah. Fuck that.
And then you just get to watch a video of your mate clapping shit, and it's fucking outstanding.
There's 50% chance I'll lose that bet, mate.
Yeah, but I've taken like 4 of them, and I've won all of them. So bet yourself, man.
Yeah, you take good ones.
Betting against retards like the fucking amateurs.
I know. Well, but the question is, which one of you is the retard? I'm not telling.
Yeah, right. Probably me. You and Aiken.
Must have. I'm just going to say it. It's must have.
Ooh, but cool.
Oh.
I don't care. He's at least 2 points under value, potentially as high as 6. He secures a really difficult position that is absolutely dog shit this year. He seems to have locked down the 80 minutes.
If you're sitting there with McLean or fucking some gay cunt like that in your team, I'd definitely be axing him and getting Aitken. And
I think
without a doubt,
I think if there's an easy way for you to get Aiken into your team, then you do it. If you've got an IPAP, easy, right? If you've got a Herbie Farnworth, it's easy. If you've got a high one of the mid guys, it's relatively easy to make the 100k to get there.
I'd pick Aitken before I'd pick Stefano. I've got both of them, but if I had to choose one to keep, it'd be Aitken.
Absolutely. I think there's very few players.
Even though he's a little bit more expensive, just not by much, but I think they'll score about the same. But Aitken's a fucking edge centre DPP, which is way more valuable than a straight mid, fucking.
You give me food for thought on that. You give me food for thought on that now, mate.
Well, Aiken's priced at 48. I think we all kind of accept that he's going to score at least 50 because he's historically averaged about between 52 to 55.
Yeah, I think both him and Steph are going to land around that 52 sort of mark.
Yeah, I just don't see how you can justify not taking Aiken. Like, unless you fucked yourself by
how
going
gay
too
centre
big.
is, because centre's so gay.
Yeah. Like, if you don't take Aiken, you're taking someone like McLean, who has so many issues with him.
Right,
someone like Raymin, who has a bit of upside, but a bit of risk, or someone like Penis, who has a shit ton of risk, but a fair amount of upside.
I don't think he's
I don't like any of those.
I don't think it's a shit ton. It's historically he averages 42 with Moses.
What the fuck did he do last year? He didn't do that.
Yeah, but last year the Eels were shit, mate.
Well, the Eels probably shit this year too.
Nah,
everybody's telling me how good the Eels were the back end of last year. Yeah, Penis still didn't fucking perform at the back end of last year. There's a upside for Penis in centre, but there's also a shit ton of fucking risk, I reckon. Like, he's not going to lose money, I don't think.
He'll make some money, but he might just come out and be a mid-30s guy. Like, there's a really good chance.
He come out these last 4 games with Moses with 38, 35, 37, and a 45.
That's mid-30s average, which is the issue with flagging.
With one try. Like, I don't. Oh.
He doesn't always score a lot of tries.
His try scoring rate is abysmal.
Yeah, he's not a real strike centre.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about it.
He's all right.
I'm gonna have to think about it. I just with my prediction, right, that with Penis getting a 40, 10 points is not worth it.
You're pretty tunnel visioned on the whole fucking with Mitchell Moses historic blah blah blah. Like you sort of repeat that same thing, and if that narrative doesn't work, then every other scenario.
I just
forget that Mitchell Moses goes down injured a lot.
He's not a slam dunk 40, bro. He's not.
Yeah.
He's a slam dunk 35 probably, and he might go 40, but he's not a slam dunk 40.
I just don't know if the 200k is worth it for the 10 points.
Oh, absolutely.
How the fuck you know Moses is going to stay healthy anyway? He gets injured heaps.
Yeah. No. So the reason that this is one of the positions.
How do you know you and I can fucking get moved to center?
Because it seems like he's not even the next in line.
Yeah, why would he move to centre? There's fucking Latrell and White in there. Because
they're not going to get suspended in the fucking first round.
Other fucking Duncan's there, and on top of that, fucking with the new extended bench rules,
they do have Graham.
I don't think he's going to get moved there.
That's fair. It is food. It is food for thought.
I'm not worried about centre. Like I don't feel like Aiken's on the verge of being moved to centre.
Yeah, I think the fact he's named at 12 is really good, and I think you're right.
I think he'll play 80. Every time he played Edge last year, apart from one game, he played 80. The game that he didn't play 80, he played 75. When he was with Wayne at the other team, at the Finns, he was playing 80 every game.
Wayne loves him.
He manages 80 standing on his head. He's actually more suited to 80 than Fafita is.
Yep.
So, I think he's good for 80.
Yeah.
All he's going to do is not get dropped.
I think you're going to convince me to move Utuk to Aiken and then do something with my money left over.
I think it's a smart choice because you remember that the points at centre are worth more per dollar than the points anywhere else. You can get a 40 pretty easily in any other position from a cheapie. You can't get a 40 very easily from a cheapie in centre.
Apart from Chester, but we've already got Chester in the other centre position.
Yeah,
you can't play both centre positions.
Yeah, like you might pay a lot more to get these points in centre, but if you don't buy Aiken and you get someone else who's averaging 30, you're losing 15 points there, and those 15 points are worth a lot more because it's easier to get a good score in another position.
Yeah. Yeah.
And plus, if you've got Macassini and you've got Chester and you get like Penasini, there's a chance that in a few weeks you'll realise that fucking Penasini's not in your best 17 because it could turn out that I think Chester will be better than Penasini, and Makasini might be. In which case you've got fucking Penasini sitting there and you're like 19th man going, why the fuck did I pick this loser?
Yeah. I think he's a
That could happen.
I'm a strong believer that he is must-have. I think he's that important to the makeup of the teams this year because of how bad centre is.
And honestly, because I was running Gray for so long, I didn't want a third South player because of the early buy, but I don't have Gray in my team anymore. So
we only have two now because Smith, because Gray's pretty much fallen off everyone's teams, and Smith is gone. Yeah. So it's actually not hard to cover the buy of Aitken and Fafita, especially when really you're using them in two different positions as well now.
So do we want to talk
as long as you've got two other second rowers at least on top of them, just to make sure you've got enough second rowers for that round. That's the only thing you got to watch out for.
You don't need second rowers though. So Eddie, you don't need two second rowers because you're playing Fafita and Edge. You need one second rower, and you need one centre because you're playing you and Aitken in centre.
Yeah, just as long as you've got the spares to cover it. I mean, because like Aitken's obviously not going to cover it, but yeah, you should be able to carry it. It'll be fine.
Yeah. So, do we want to really talk about why we've faded Gray recently? I just think there's better options. Personally,
I test from the trial for me. He just wasn't as involved as he was last year. So I am starting to buy into the narrative that with all those other weapons, he just isn't going to be called on to have as many touches this year. So I'm just going to steer clear.
As Eddie said, like as I raised when we discussed wing fullback, is I had a concern that there were just too many big players, too many mouths to feed, and that he wasn't going to get involved enough. And that looks like it's going to be the case. I think especially when Auros has Setu 2 now, there was no reason to pay up to get Gray.
Yeah, I think he'll be okay, but I think he's more low 40s now as opposed to mid 40s, which means you're only getting like fucking 2 or 3 points of value, which is not worth the fuck around, especially with the buy.
Yep.
Last player to maybe just mention, just to say he's not an option, but some people might jump at a relatively cheaply starting, is Garlic. Too expensive. Likely going to share minutes with Mamazoulis, plus fucking Smith is back straight after that buy that's coming up.
Yeah, due back.
Yeah, I get him.
Yeah. Who wins the game?
Fuck, that's a good question, actually.
Rabbits or the Dolphins? I'm going to go Dolphins. I think up in Queensland, they'll have enough about them. It all depends on the ICAT news, actually. If ICAT has gone down and they're playing Mr. Schneider, I think that's...
Choose one, bro. We're choosing now. I want to go Rabbits.
I'm going Bunnies as well, just because Wayne has a special masterclass against his former teams.
Yeah, you don't get to have any caveats. You just got to choose one.
Oh, I'm locking in the Finns, mate.
I respect it.
I think they're going to be a force this year. Really excited to watch Flegler come back to the game now. I know he's not fantasy relevant, but just watching that guy come back from basically the end of his career is just insane. So excited to see him on the field.
I hope he scores a try again. Yep. I fucking love it.
Right. Any last words, Eddie?
No,
nothing. What about you, Ridley?
No.
Once again, if you don't have Ethan Stanners in your fucking team, get him in, you dumb cunt.
Yeah. I'm just going to say the Cowboys suck. Fucking bitterly disappointed. Drank myself to sleep, crying. Nah, it wasn't that bad, but Mr. Payton needs to fucking decide to fuck off real quick. Thanks for listening, guys, and we'll see you next week.